What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to take a look at another voted color combination by the YouTube members, and this one was the second most voted. Now, this will be the only one really done because, well, the second one done because all the others got either 1 or 2 votes. So, this one got a bunch and yesterday's got a bunch, so we're going to take care of you on this blue-green deck. However, I wanted to focus on a new card I haven't put into a list yet, and that's Vannifar Evolved. Let me see if I can bring it up for you though. Vannifar Evolved Enigma. This is a 4-mana 3/4. At the beginning of combat, you get to choose one of two things. You either can cloak a card from your hand, which is cool because you can just make a creature bigger than it might be because we have a lot of small creatures in the deck, but you also get to make a colorless creature. Or you can put a +1/+1 counter on each colorless creature you control. Well, we're going to have a lot of those, so this could possibly give us 3-4 counters a turn, which is actually pretty sweet. Now, what are we going to play along with that? The best way to have colorless creatures is with artifacts. So we're going to start with Teething Wormlet, which every time we play an artifact, we'll get an extra +1/+1 and gain some life. We will be playing Ginger Brute for a couple of reasons, but it just being unblockable is also good enough. It can also be sacked for food. Iron Apprentice, not only can this get counters, but when it dies, we'll get to move those counters around, which is pretty sweet. Surge Engine, which gives us another unblockable creature. Ozolith makes sense because we have so many things that are going to be getting counters. We're going to play an Agatha Soul Cauldron as well, so late game, maybe we can get a Ginger Brood or a Surge Engine and get some extra abilities on stuff. Because we're playing all these artifacts, we are going to play some Patchwork Automaton. We're also going to squeeze in an Unctus, because this pumps all of our artifact creatures, and again, there's quite a few of those. We're going to try out Zoetic Glyph. I think you're seeing this a lot in the blue-green deck right now. Just turn a small thing into a 5/4, and gives you an upside from the Discover, which is pretty sweet. Gonna play a couple copies of Simian Simulacrum. This is one we haven't played much lately, but we did play it in some of the different +1/+1 counters decks, so it should work out pretty well here. Obviously, Vannifar, we're gonna play a full set, and a card I've come to appreciate in these blue-green lists is Repulsive Mutation that can either grow a creature and or counter a spell, which is really good. So, like all of that this is bringing to the table. Now, as always, if you want to download this list and try it out, you go to the description, look for blue arrows that take you to our Moxfield link. Like always, you can try it out, but you can also hang around and watch, which I'd appreciate, especially to the end of the video, because I have a feeling these games are going to be pretty sweet. Okay, I don't think we can keep this, so this is an easy mulligan. This is a keeper. Oh boy, I think I'm going to gamble and get rid of this, because I kind of want to hold on to everything else. This might be a mistake. I'm probably supposed to put back like Ginger Brute, but because really going Wormlet into Automaton into Unctus is probably more than fine. I didn't have to get like super greedy here or anything, but I may have to pay that price now. Because I would have made for a really sweet turn. Each of these would have been a 3/3 in attacking. Like, that's pretty strong. And I'm definitely not going to get that option now. I guess I still technically will have them both be 3/3s. I guess that's okay. Just have to do it the hard way. Yeah, and I'm just attacking. If they want to block, they're welcome to block. They are not. Okay, they're at 11. I have a feeling they're just going to put, like, an enchantment on Drake, attack, draw some cards. Shredder, okay, sure. Sounds good. Do you have a card to untap Shredder? Or, Drake, probably. But if we just make our creatures bigger, this won't even matter. Then we just make Ginger Brood unblockable. I mean, I guess we could just make this. Can't be blocked, and then... yeah, whatever. If you block a Ginger Brute, yeah, I was going to say, get in there with everything. Alright, this seems more than reasonable. Let's keep it. This is one of those weird hands, though, where we kind of want, like, an extra 1-mana thing. So you could play 1 on 1, 2 on turn 2. Oh... This is always tough, because, like, you feel like you're walking into a trap here. But, man, this first turn shouldn't even be that big of a choice. I mean, I guess we Wormlet into Ozolith, but I also kind of want to do this just in case they have, like, a cut down. But that's weak. That's weak. Let's just do this. If they waste their turn killing our Wormlet, so be it. Okay, well, they're going to take the Ozolith, no doubt. Old Ironsides. That was a character from a miniatures game, I believe. I mean, I assume you got to take Ozolith here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have a bunch of removal and they don't care about our creatures. They'd rather get rid of Zoetic Glyph or Vannifar or something. Though, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Like, that kind of makes sense. I almost wish they would have taken that now. Alright. Because they could just as well have, like, a Liliana here or something. Or any removal, for that matter. Could also just be Gix. Attack, draw a card. Oh, are they gonna get rid of our Ozolith? I mean, they do have green. That is a real... Okay. Now you're just being funny, deck. Wow, Arena, way to tell the opponent I don't have a blue card in hand. Couldn't be bothered to tap the Mistress Foundry. I mean, you kill Wormlet. Ah, so they did have a Terra Sunder. Look at that. What they don't know is we have more Ozoliths. Alright. I thought they might have had one of those last turn, but they waited to use it, which was not a bad idea, because it sort of forces us to play around it. Right? Like, because we could have played our turn differently had they gotten rid of it on their turn. So they kind of got what they wanted out of it, ultimately. Okay, we're just gonna Vannifar, I guess. And then put counters on things. I don't have a great way to punch past Glissa here, which is unfortunate. So we're probably gonna have to try to go wide. That I can block later, so that's less concerning. Oh, well, This counters a thing. I could also just play this face down, but I could also make this a 4. Ugh, what are we looking to do here? I could also pump a thing later. Alright, let's cloak a card from our hand. Pass the turn. Don't really want to waste this, but we may have to. We'll see. Oh, well, never mind. We don't have to now. 1, 2. We'll put the counters on this guy. And target up to 1 spell. Alright. Sure. I guess I could put it on the other creature and then I could attack wide if I wanted to. That would have been a thing. But, you know, here we are. Let's go ahead and activate this. Put a +1 on everything. So we attack. I'm assuming they block Wormlet and Vannifar. They would take 8, 12, 16. Don't hate that. Actually, they don't necessarily have to. Yeah, no attacks. We'll have to wait one more turn. I need the creatures to be bigger threats. Lord Skitter gets the blocks. That's unfortunate. Alright. I don't really have anything we're afraid of having removed, so it's okay. Oh, well, how now, brown cow? That's a thing. Yeah. So, wasn't expecting to draw that. And I do have 1 legendary creature, so this can be done for 3. Yeah, still wouldn't be able to activate and use this, so that doesn't really work. Alright. Put counters on everything. Though, turning this into a body could be a reasonable argument, too. Go ahead and bounce this. Now if they want to kill something, they can kill something, because I'm sure they have a kill spell left in hand. That probably only targets Wormlets. I don't even know if I need to attack with Vannifar, right? Because assume they kill Wormlet, they block here, take 6. We'd only do 9. Yeah, alright. Yep, that's what I thought. Go for a throat, can't really kill anything else. So we had everything pretty much pegged correctly here. You can take 12, I don't mind. Like, alright. So I move those counters over to you, which makes you gigantic. Which will just get blocked by Glissa, obviously, next turn. The 1/1s don't block anything, so they're irrelevant to this. It's just going to be, does the opponent have another kill spell or not? Is what this is going to come down to. Just creatures too big, even with them having all the Death Touchers. They might have to sit back on... Okay, they said, nope, we don't need to sit back on Cavern Bat. Like, we got other plans, fool. I'm going to go ahead and... Counters up here. Alright. I mean, any one that gets through is lethal, so... That's as big as this is going to get. Alright, Vannifar gone. Alright, looks like we did it. Awesome. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. Because even if we like Apprentice on 1, Surge Engine on 2, we can just play at land tap, let this attack, and then be set up to play Vannifar possibly on 4. That seems okay. There's also combinations of 1 mana things we could find to cast alongside activating this. So, lots of options. Lots of potential, I should say. Alright, Sleeper, you got it. Okay, well, there's a good example. No attack here just yet. Because I could have traded, but then if they had something that just, like, makes us exile a creature, you know, like Shieldred's Edict or something, that would have been super unfortunate. We at least get to force a little bit of decision-making here. Alright, you got it. Now they're down to 1 available mana. Ooh, that's cute. I don't hate that. You have a kill spell for our Surge Engine. I'm not going to attack with Ginger Brute here, so we'll just go with this first. See if they have a cut down. They do not, or at least not willing to play it there. Alright. Another sleeper. Fair enough. You got it. I will actually block that. That lets me put that here and gives me a better attack. Oh, that's not a bad card to have either. Dang, I thought I knew what I was going to do this turn. I was thinking about playing this and going for it, but now I think we're just attacking, and we'll wait. Alright, end the turn. I mean, we're winning the fight so far. Shieldred's Edict. And they would have to pay X more equal to the power. So theoretically, I should put this on Ginger Brute. Well, these are both unblockable, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Counter that. And remember, you have to target your creature and target the spell you're trying to counter, or else you don't get any of the value you want off of it. I made that mistake when I first started playing the card. Alright, we're taking 4. Opponent is being aggressive here. Nope, they're saying take 5. Ah, tough. Tough. I play this, I get him for 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm just going to do this and hope to draw a land for Vannifar next turn. I mean, they might also wipe out our board here. Actually, I should have thought about that, because if they have Gix's command, we might lose. I should have actually just played this and pumped the Ginger Brute. Okay, fortunately they didn't have it, because then I would have at least had 2 4-power things and got to keep something. I think that's it, opponent. And this just can't even be blocked, so yeah. Alright, easy peasy against mono black. Yep, we're keeping. It's a little bit of a sketchy hand, but, you know, we can get a decent start here. We found a land, so that helps a lot. I have no idea what the life expectancy of this Wormlet is. Alright, opponent played another tap land, but they are playing caves. That's something we have to be aware of. Alright, so we're probably going to get into a situation where we have to leave up Repulsive Mutation. We're just going to have to figure out which way to thread the needle. If we leave just 2, I mean, even if we don't get the +1, the opponent would have to pay 3 more regardless, so that's fine. But we're kind of going to have to leave up 2 mana the whole time now, I think. Which is a little tough. But we don't have much choice. Yeah, hate giving them the life and stuff, but it's kind of just where we are. Don't love that. But hopefully this buys us a little bit of time. They're going to cast another one, probably. Alright, they have 3 mana. Third path puts them to 18. 19. Alright, well, I'm assuming a sweeper is going to happen, because this is a control-style deck, obviously. So I got to figure out... We probably just play Glyph here, then. Get a couple more points of damage in. And then when this dies... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 11 puts them to 8. And then all we have is Vannifar and whatever we get. I mean, I guess we go for it. I mean, force them to have it. If they do, they do. Alright. Didn't have our ideal draw. Like, sweeper probably happens here. We get something off of the Zoetic Glyph unless it's like... Oh, wait. Then we're good. Yeah, if this is what the opponent's doing, we're rocking and rolling, y'all. Yeah, even if they play a land and kill a thing here, we're solid. No sweeper. Alright, cool. No life gain? Alright. Yeah, this is weird. Like, sometimes you play against the control decks where nothing really happens, right? They tried to kill a thing, we countered. They drew a card. They played this, gained some life. You know, basically rummaged 2 cards. And that was the game. Like, but they could have had a sweeper. It could have been a bit different. But, you know, you just take those when you get them. All right. I think we're going to keep this. I mean, we're at least able to play the colorless things. Still need a green mana for Vannifar. No clue what we're up against, but I have a feeling some things are going to die here. So, let's see what happens. I thought it might be kill our apprentice so we don't get a counter. Alright. I mean, they can't easily leyline our Patchwork Automaton if that's what they're aiming for. There's a Topiary Stomper, sure. Who to those cards? Alright. I'm just gonna play this. Play this. Put counters here. Attack. If they get their lands, we block with the Simulacrum. Play Wormlet into the other Simulacrum. At least have a Death Touch creature. Nope. Everything gets Sunfalled. So we just rebuild from here then. I guess I put the counter over here. Not totally sure. I mean, I guess if they do the right land, they'd be able to kill Wormlet anyway with the Angel double kicker. Alright, so they're going to depopulate. Fair enough. Alright. I guess we go here. We could... You know what? I guess we could do this. And then just play this face down. Because I could always turn it face up for its cost at some point. Just see what the opponent does. They opted not to turn that into 4/4, which means another sweeper's probably coming. Alright, cool. You know what? I guess we'll keep this. I mean, it's a little weird, because, like, we're just going to have Ginger Brute for a couple turns, unless we draw something. But even then, we kind of don't want to draw something, because we want to just find land. Alright, well, we found the land part. That's the turn. I don't even know if we're going to get to block with this. I'm going to assume no. Alright, Epicure. Wait, so this is probably not what we think it is. They're probably making 3 goblins here. No, not even making 3 goblins. What's happening right now? They're highlighting our Deuter. I don't know what type of deck they're playing here, truthfully. It could be anything. Wow. I guess we just take advantage of the opportunity here. I mean, they can kill whatever we try to put counters on, I guess. So we'll just try this, knowing it's going to get shot. Oh, they didn't have it. Then what was all that targeting for? Yeah, I guess we attack. I mean, because I can chump block next turn. If we need to. I'm just trying to think about, like, if we get an untapped land, obviously things look real good with Vannifar, but if not, we probably just leave mana up to try to counter something that would protect our creatures, most likely. We could also get, like, Automaton plus 1 mana thing, and I might go for it with the Ozolith out. And they called Human. So, yeah, they probably are playing the Convoke token deck. So we should be prepared to block here. Yep, that's what I was thinking. I mean, obviously you're getting in there. You wouldn't just be doing that. Alright. Okay, so we did get the mana, but we don't necessarily have a Vannifar situation that we like. So this would be attack for 6. They go to 9. And then we'd have lethal on board. With the 3/4 that could block pretty much everything they're going to do. So yeah, I guess I'm into it. I could also make another blocker here with the automaton. Nah, we're just going to put counters. Like, let's go. I mean, we're kind of in as good a position we're going to be against this type of deck. Warden, sure. And then play a knight. They're attacking. Huh. I mean, if we just don't block, we can put 2 counters plus 2 counters and still leave mana up, right? I don't think we'll lose next turn. And we still have Vannifar to block with. But I mean, they might just be dead. Oh, we don't get to put the extra counters because I have to give up. Oh, that's bad. Oh, well, we found a land anyway. Never mind, it all still works out. Never didn't have it, right? And then Vannifar gives counters. And then we make this unblockable. And that's it. Okay, that's solid. We'll take it. Okay, sure. I mean, if we draw a land, we still get to keep going, so why not? It's not a green land. That'll be disappointing, but that's okay. Alright, I'll go ahead and play this. And mostly because I'm just going to put Glyph on that and just go to town. If they let us. Would you like to kill our apprentice? They said no. Alright, well, I'm going to target this since I know you can't kill this right now. You can kill the apprentice and then make us sacrifice the automaton? Nope, that's all it took, I guess. Okay, let's do it to it. Alright, Iron Apprentice. Alright, you get your choice of a lot of things here, opponent. None of them are we going to be mad about. Now, depending on what we get to keep here, if we get a... Okay, we didn't get the Ozolith. That changes everything. I would say if we got to keep the Ozolith, then if we would have drawn a 1-mana thing, I probably would have played Ozolith first to get more value off of the automaton. But they're not going to block now, so sure. Gonna cut down our automaton. Alright, I mean, that takes their whole turn, so that's fine. Alright, deck. Where them lands at? I would definitely like some, please. I mean, if they got another one, you can kill the automaton again. Nope, it's another Deep Cavern Bat. Probably taking Zoetic Glyph here? But the engine could be problematic, because I can at least cast that. No, they took the counters. They must be trying to get like a Shield Rid or something down. Okay. Well, this will work. Not what I was hoping to draw, but it'll do. Alright. Getting in there. Obviously no Gix, because they would have played that pre-combat. Wonder if their hands just, like, go for the throats or something. That'd be kind of interesting. Huh. Trying to debate if I just want to do this, get the 2 counters, attack with those, then have unblockable thing. Alright, let's try that. Nothing. Wow. Okay. Didn't think that was going to be the answer. Because now, even if they play Shieldred, we'll make something unblockable. Put counters on it or juice it up, maybe. Actually, I wouldn't do that. I'd just put this on the Apprentice and then attack. Yeah. Alright. We'll see what happens. Oh, is the opponent going into block mode? No, I was going to say, all right. We go to 13, they go to 16. They got to play something here. Okay, so you're going to Path of Peril and give us our Duders back. Seems fair enough. That's a funny card. Sure. Kind of a why not? Alright, here comes Shieldred, I'm assuming. Nope, it's just another cut down for that guy. Okay. We'll just keep on keeping on against all the removal, I guess. I mean, now if it is Shieldred, we're just going to run into her now. We don't even care. Archfiend. That's kind of annoying. But if we do this, this is a 6, runs into that. Or we just run into it and make this a 7. Or if we play this, it's a 5/4 plus 3. That also is good. This puts 2 counters. This puts 2 counters. So we're better off either doing this or this. Man, Vannifar, why were you not a land? I gotta figure out what the best thing is to do here. Yeah, I think we're just attacking. I'll just have to waste this repulsive mutation, sadly. Wish there was a better option. Alright, they're just gonna take it. And the turn? I mean, I'm not totally sure how we survived this just yet. We go to 7, which means we'll go to 6 when we use this repulsive mutation, because I gotta take damage from at least 1 land. But we put 2 counters, so we go to 8. And then we put 1 more. Actually, if we do this, that's 2 more. 9, 10. Man, it's gonna be real close. This is crazy. Okay, we do get to stop that. We have at least a possibility of winning. So we get to put 3 counters on there, so that's 8. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. Vanifar puts 2 is only 10. Azorius puts 2, that's 10. Oh, wait. This base is only 2, so we're actually adding 3, right? That should be correct. Yeah, that should be exactly 11. Okay. For some reason, I was processing the creature being a base 3 for some reason. That works. Okay, let's do it. Seems more than reasonable. And then if we automaton, we get our choice of Glyph or Azorius. Basically, depending on what's in our hand at that point, we'll decide what's more worthwhile. Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. No attacks. So we can make Gingerbrute unblockable, which would be nice. Epicure, sure. I don't know, maybe we just make Gingerbrute just a big blocker. Yeah, no blocks here. That might be the right play. No, actually. Now we have other options. Because we can do this. And this. And now we can trade at least some 1-for-1 blockers if we want. And that's kind of nice. Here comes a big 4/4. Makes sense. Alright. We're going to see at least one of those. Oh, really? Surprised it wasn't the Warden. Oh, that's an interesting card. So whatever they do, they'd have to pay 4 more for, right? So if I just grew the automaton here, that's safe. I'd have to do it with this. Make sure Arena leaves us a blue-green open. But then they wouldn't be able to... Alright, I mean, I guess... And then just pass the turn. There's really not a need for us to do anything else here. Gleeful Demolition. We kind of are okay with that existing. Like, I don't love it. We're having to dodge multiple... not that guy. But if they already had the other dude, they would have just played that here, right? This is a problem because it's just... They get to see so many cards. Like, I don't like that. I was planning on saving this for the other dude. Wait. Oh, dang it. Forgot that they used the land. Alright, well, it happens then. Yep. Nothing we're going to do about it with this draw. The only reasonable thing at this point is probably Vannifar. That helps us. Anything else? Probably no good. Yep. I mean, just leave it on top constantly. I mean... that's no good. That's no good. Alright. Even if this was a land, that would have been better than just being what it was. Oh. Really now? Didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, that seemed random. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, then. Yeah, that almost was a huge surprise. I mean, if they have their card, we're dead anyway, right? We're only at 16. We block 2 things and then take a pile, so... If they just play the recruiters, we lose. Alright, that's all they needed. Okay, this looks good. I mean, I say good. It looks playable. Obviously, we'd like to have another threat, but for a 1-2 turn start, this isn't terrible. Oh, could be terrible if they've got something there. I guess we gotta try it, right? They have a way to kill it. Okay. Well, we weren't gonna get much out of that either way, no matter what we had. So that's fine. Codebreaker, sure. That does things. I think we do this. Go ahead and put some counters on this. We'll attack. This could encourage the opponent to attack instead of try to kill our Ginger Brute, which would be nice. And then we can end up with the 5/5 Ginger Brute next turn, which would be pretty sweet. But it looks like they're going to Lightning Strike it anyway. Nope, they have a Monstrous Rage. Cool. That's a lot of damage. Cannot lie, that is a lot of damage. No attacks. Now I could... We're having a 3-3 and a 3-4. There's an argument to be made. I could have just put a card from my hand into play. Though the Codebreaker does have Trample right now. Alright, Case, you'll get to load your hand up. I think I'm still in a blocking situation here. Yep, shoot us. We go down to 8. And I'll trade. Much as I would like to have 3 more life, I think that just has to be what it is. This is intriguing, though. What do we do with these? Grow Vannifar. Turn this into a 2/2. Alright. Maybe that's what we do. I'm probably going to save this, because, well, having the mana would be nice here. Go to our graveyard. And this is... Oh, they haven't solved it yet. If you have no cards in hand, you solve it. Okay. I really want to hold on it, but this also gives us a blocker. So let's go... Next, we'll just go ahead and put that into play. I mean, is it safe to attack for 5? I'm going to try it. I'm going to turn this into a 4/4. In the turn. I have one big blocker. I don't know if that's good enough or not. But we could... Okay, I guess it is. My logic here was if we survived the turn, this getting a +1/+1 counter, I could then just make them both unblockable, and that'd be 5, 9, plus 2 is 11. I could also activate Mishra's Foundry. And that could have got us there, so, But hey, we'll take it. Okay, so a couple of things. This was actually pretty playable. I didn't have too many issues with this. The things I would say are that the deck is going to be fairly weak in this build to the, I guess you call them the domain control decks. And played against one of those, and it was very boring and long, and we lost. But I just didn't include it because it's just boring footage. Like, nothing really happened during that game. But that's going to be a tough matchup, unless you draw your repulsive mutations exactly when you want them. Outside of that, we really didn't draw, and I guess we kind of coin flipped against the builds of the Boros token Convoke decks. So that just depends on how fast of a start you get. Do you get bigger creatures? Do you get to gain life? Right, that sort of thing. If you do, you win. If you don't, you lose. But there is an interesting thing I wanted to consider, and I think the card is Pick Your Poison. It's not a card I particularly like main deck. However, I will say that for 1 mana, it is kind of okay in those domain control matchups, because your opponent often is going to get rid of a ley line or something like that, or you get to kill an angel, whatever variety that it happens to be. So it's not like the worst thing, and even against the black decks or Esper, you either get to kill a Rafine or you get to kill a Deep Cavern Bat that's holding something you probably want. So, like, that's an option. So, if we were going to do that, and we were going to get... Now, this card only partially helps against the Boros decks, and that's if they've already turned a Warden into a flyer, or they happen to be playing War Leader's Call. If they're not playing those, then this card's actually pretty trash in that matchup. But, I will say this. We did well in our games without ever really drawing the Unctus but once, I think. So, we could just remove Unctus, could play 2 of these. Or, you could just cut those and just play a 4th Zoetic Glyph, and then just gamble on that. So, I mean, like, there's different ways we can go here, different schools of thought. And Zoetic Glyph actually does help in those matchups where they play like a sweeper, because then you get to replace it with something. It's like, maybe that's a thing. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and add an extra Zoetic Glyph in, and just call this good. If you do want to play anything else, again, you can cut a Glyph, or even a Simulacrum, play another Repulsive Mutation so you have counters, play some number of Pick Your Poisons. But I think this is the list I'm going to post, but keep those other cards in mind. So we're going to play 4 Teething Wormlet, 4 Ginger Brute, 3 Iron Apprentice, 4 Surge Engine, 4 Ozolith, 1 Agatha Soul Cauldron, 4 Patchwork Automaton, 4 Zoetic Glyph, 2 Simian Simulacrum, 4 Vannifar Evolved Enigma, 3 Repulsive Mutation, 4 Island Ottawara Boseiju, 7 Forest, 1 Dreamroot Cascade, 1 Restless Vinestalk, 4 Yavimaya Coast, 4 Mishra's Foundry. Now, while this deck was a lot of fun, if you want to see me agonize and really have to work to put a deck together, check out this Izzet build. We finished in a weird spot from where we started, but boy was it a heck of an adventure getting there. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.